General Grievous. I thought you'd be taller. Hello everyone, and welcome to another episode of Xerath Prevails. We're going to talk today about why General Grievous is not a good defensive team on GAC. I've seen this over and over and over and over. People put General Grievous on defense all the damn time, and it's crazy to me because they are so good on offense. He is such an amazing, versatile attacker that he's going to give you a ton of options, but you gotta stop being dumb and putting Grievous on defense. Now, you're not, I should take that back. You're not dumb. You're just extremely ignorant. I mean, but seriously, it is crazy to me how many people place General Grievous on defense. And the fact is, he used to be good on defense. He really did. And now there are 1.5 million counters that work really well. I mean, I'm not even going to show you all of the different counters that I have for it because it would take too long. It took me a really long time to compile the video that I do have. So, I mean, we're just going to look real quick, guys. I don't want to spend much time at all on this site, but here's, on swgoh.gg, you can look up the counters and you can see the percentage win rate for all these different things. So, Shock Clones beat Grievous this is all from data from last season. So, Shock Clones and General Skywalker, I don't love those ones because they're expensive. Like, you don't have to use those teams, but you can use Bad Batch to beat General Grievous. I know that there are various different builds of General Grievous, but for the most part, it's going to be like a General Grievous with B1, B2, Magna Guard, and then your choice, either BB8, Newt, IG, 88, Droidica. So we're going to show you guys a few of those. Now, one thing I do also want to point out is I have a Faction Essentials on how to run the General Grievous squad. So I'm not going to go in depth on how the whole squad mechanic works on it because we could spend like the half hour that it took me to make that video. So that link is in the video description. And otherwise, I mean, let's just take a look at some of these guys. So I mean, like Bad Batch beat them. Like Bad Batch is a pretty cheap counter to Grievous, 98% chance. Wampa is one that's just like no brainer. I'll show you guys. My Relic 5 Wampa just goes ham on Grievous squads. It's crazy. I mean, CLS it's fine. It's kind of expensive. Again, Bad Batch, Wampa, Darth Revan, okay. That's kind of sketch, but especially now that we have Malgus, it's like you're gonna waste him on that, but they didn't have it back then. We'll excuse season 29, folks. At least I will, and you will too. Damn it, you'll like it. So, the other one that's really big, guys. I mean, you put Grievous team down with BB-8, and this is expensive. You have to take BB-8 away from your Rey stuff, or away from the Rey team. Whoa. I forgot to turn that light on, guys. Haha. The ring light, I think is what it's called. Anyways, a Night Sisters team does this, and I'll show you guys. The Night Sisters team is crazy. Like, they don't have to have a good Night Sisters team. It is total garbage. I'll show you. It is nuts how crazy easy it is to beat General Grievous with Night Sisters. Jedi Revan, Night Sisters, and the list goes on. But instead of just waiting and like scrolling endlessly through this, why don't we just get into some video footage and we'll call it good, shall we? Let's get on into it. Let's go. All right, so we're going to look at the teams that beat General Grievous. This is me beating them with various teams. I mean, generally it's going to be from my alt because most of my main account opponents don't put Grievous on defense, so that's not always the case. So, everything's going to be pretty turbocharged here, guys. If I get real ambitious at some point, maybe I'll put a link in the video description to the full-length, non-sped up versions of all of this. You can take a look, but don't be too surprised if that never comes to fruition. Take a look. If I do that, rest assured, that's not me getting extra clicks. Like, that's me being altruistic and beneficent to all of you. So this is a Relic 5 Wampa, guys. No tenacity at all, just totally smashing them. And then we'll go through it again really, really fast. I mean, again, a Relic 5 Wampa just eats this team alive. I mean, they're not the highest relics, but they could be. It's not, never scary. This isn't scary. 3v3, it's even easier. You know, and this is all 5v5 stuff, too. I'm not showing a single clip from 3v3. Alright, we got Bad Batch. You can see this is against one of the best geared, like the highest relic teams out there. I mean, Relic 7 on Magna Guard, yeah, it's against a huge account, guys. One of the best modded, but like crazy mods, in fact, this guy has. And we're showing 2 clips from that match, in fact, because we also get to kill something awesome with our General Grievous. So we can see, I mean, there's just too many counters to General Grievous these days that are cheap, that are easy, that are so easy. I mean, you guys saw Wampa there. Relic 5 Wampa is like pretty easy. I mean, and of course, if someone puts Iden down, you have to use something more expensive. But you know, you can use Bad Batch then. So, you know, it may take a minute to take out Grievous, but you can see, as long as you manipulate it well, you get 65 banners, not too bad. Okay, so look at the relative gear, guys. You guys can pause it, go back if you want. Like, everyone is like gear 8 and 9. It is ridiculous against this is like a full Relic 5 General Grievous squad. I think my old Daka is Relic 5 and everyone else is like gear 11 or worse is what I think. So it takes a little bit of time. This is on my old Prevail Man account that I don't play it anymore, unfortunately, guys. But this is footage from that old account, the old esteemed account. And I mean, my sisters just do this. I mean, it's well chronicled. This works. And it's like, really, you're going to put a full Relic 5 General Grievous team down and hope that they can hold. Now, I guess one thing I should point out, folks, and I'm sure I'm going to get a lot of comments of this in the video, or in the comments anyways, but, you know, people saying like, well, I get a lot of holds with Grievous. That works. The lower GP you are, the more holds Grievous is gonna get. I put Grievous on defense a lot with my Prevail Man account. That's how it works. I mean, I mean, the lower accounts, the fewer tools someone has, the better off your Grievous team is on defense. I think that's the general rule of thumb. But the higher level you get, I mean, once you get into Erodium, I think for the most part, like, sure, Grievous can be good on defense as well. I won't deny the fact that Grievous actually can be pretty good on defense in certain circumstances, even in the top shelf stuff. I mean, he can be. That I don't necessarily love it. You know, I don't think that's going to be your best option. But my argument is he does a crazy amount on offense. He makes you crazy versatile. So, all right, we're gonna go on offense now. You guys saw a few options, like just totally using really cheap teams to beat him. Now, what can he do? So this is a high relic bounty hunter team with Bosk and Zam. I mean, they don't have Grief. They don't have a few of the guys, but I mean, Zam has the Omicron, so she's making him a lot faster. And you know, this team can like get the hard, like, just, if you can Zerg it down very easily, because the 2 Fets are doing all the damage. Boba Fett or Bosk is healing them all the time because of his lead, and Zam is making them so crazy fast that you can't really beat them easily. But the thing is, General Grievous has such good control here, guys. This is my alt account. You can see the weak Newt that I'm using. He's gear 10 or 11, I believe. You know, he's just facilitating here, and yeah, I mean, 62. You're never gonna get a full banners win with General Grievous, really. Sometimes, but it's pretty rare. but pretty close. Now, Commander Luke is a pretty good standard one. This is actually one that I kind of pioneered myself, and you know there are a few exceptions. But keep in mind, you can see all the relic levels and zetas and everything that this team has on the top, and you know on the top right. So they have all the zetas. They have pretty good relic levels, and you know my poor old Gear 11 Newt. This is still on my alt account. He keeled over. He just couldn't handle it. But because they have all of the target lock, guys, you have so many. One of the awesome strengths that Grievous has is if you can apply target lock, and you can eventually do it because you have all of you have building potency over time. Like you can just target lock people and then they can't counter you. It's magic. Now, okay, so we're throwing in a burner here against Darth Revan team. Now, General Grievous can beat a full Darth Revan team with the GG nuke thing. I don't have that set up, and I don't really think you guys should honestly set it up this way. This was just like, well, I don't know how I'm gonna beat this team other than this. So what we're doing here is guarding against death mark. We don't want Grievous to get death marked by by Darth Revan lead. Now remember, Malgus doesn't have that death mark stuff, so my guess is that Grievous won't beat the new Malgus team, though I do want to try it at some point. We're gonna have to try it. So we took Dooku here, which is nice because you can see we're putting healing immunity on different people once we get them under health, or you know, under protection. And at some point, you know, Dooku can die, but the other nice thing is Dooku can just go into stealth, and they can't, if he's in stealth, they're not able to fear your whole team. So, I mean, yes, we had to drop 20 banners to send in a burner. That is unfortunate. I'm not saying that this is super efficient, but I mean, it can work. It just shows how versatile they are. Okay, so this is showing my main account going against one of the top, I think this is like the 7th biggest account in the game. So, you know, Relic 8 on everyone here. And, you know, my guys are all, I think they're like Relic 5. You know, some of them, like Grievous is Relic 8 and everything. But you get those target locks on there, and you're just good to go, guys. I mean, really, you just try to get target lock. Extort Luke, because you know that he kissed his sister, and he doesn't want that to get out, so you can extort him pretty well. And I mean, remember, this is against an extraordinarily well-modded player too. It's not just like a collector guy. He plays in one of the top, probably the top guild in the game right now. We only dropped 5 banners with a pretty cheap team. It's General Grievous. So the last two, we've slowed down a little bit here. So this is against a Starkiller team, and yes, there are other Starkiller builds that are a little bit more challenging. You know, Juhani is a pretty uninspired tank. You know, uninspired Jedi choice. She just, you know, she's just not great. Though if a lot of people have her because they want her good for territory wars, that's fine. That's not shade at my opponent. I'm just saying, like, that yes, there are better builds, and I've beat a lot of better builds. This one was available to me. I didn't have to spend a huge amount of time to download, which believe it or not, this cut of videos took me like almost 3 hours to build. As crazy as that may sound. So, anyways, we're just, you know, target lock, guys. You ride the turn meter train. It's amazing. You just keep going, and that's the utility. Like, what do you want to do, folks? Do you want to send in your Grievous on defense and have it killed by like a Gear 9 Night Sister team, or do you want to send them in on offense and kill Galactic Legend level teams, or like really tough utility teams? One of the things that I cut out because this video is getting too long was a First Order team with the First Order TIE pilot Omicron. So they were like crazy fast and had all these cool benefits, and Grievous still just smoked them. I mean, it's amazing. Now, keep in mind, folks, this works against some Jedi Master Luke builds. Not all of them. This build, it does work against. It also works against some Sith Eternal builds, not all of them. And you know, you can beat You can beat a lot of teams with this, including Galactic Legends. And it's so, like, you kill Starkiller with it, you kill a couple Galactic Legends, you kill the, you know, like a wide range of mid-level teams. You know, like you kill a lot of different Mon Mothma squads, and it's crazy, guys. It's crazy good. It's crazy how amazing this is. You know, like you put them on offense, you take them on offense, and you have options. You're like, oh man, okay, I have so many things I can do. I can do this, and this. You know, that's very descriptive of me, I realize, but you can. It opens doors for you that you otherwise wouldn't have, and if you're on defense, you're just like, oh, I guess I lost to Bad Batch again for Max Banners. Oh, I guess Night Sisters just WTF pwned me one more time. Like, you know, the 10% chance of failure, is it really 10% chance, or is that just 10% of people who do it are idiots and don't know that counter? Like, I mean, you lose with Night Sisters sometimes, I get it, you do, but is it really worth taking a team that's this versatile, folks? I don't really think it's worth leaving them leaving them on defense, frankly. So I don't know. What do you guys think? I'll leave it to you guys. Let me know in the video or in the comments. Am I off my rocker? Should Grievous just go on defense? Like, is that, should you just throw him on there? At what point should you take him off of defense? I'll admit, like I said again, sometimes he can be okay on defense, and honestly, at the lower levels, he's gotten me stop after stop after stop. So it just becomes so easy to counter once people start having some options. You know, just really low level Night Sisters will do it. Anyways, I'm gonna sign off, guys. I would love to hear your comments. Remember to hit that thumbs up button if you like this stuff. Hit the bell if you know, and the sub button for that matter, if you want more daily content. Guys, thank you all so much for watching. And remember that in all things, General Grievous does not prevail. He only prevails in half of the things, and that is offense. Take care, guys.